Hello, everybody, and because it's a Christmas time right now, um, I would love shortly to analyze iconography of Santa Claus. This is, the traditional image of Santa Claus as a happy, good, old man with a long white beard, wearing red clothes and giving gift to children. But could you imagine that this devil was connected to Santa Claus? Of course not. So right now let's go to explore Santa Claus iconography and Santa Claus origins. We have to start from Turkey. We have to go to Turkey in order to meet Saint Nicholas of Myra, 4th century. He was a Greek Christian bishop of Myra, now in Turkey. This is the traditional iconography of Saint Nicholas. Saint Nicholas became famous for his generosity. There is a painting by the Sinus artist Ambrogio Lorenzetti picturing life of Saint Nicholas 1332. Over there we can see Saint Nicholas giving some gold to those girls. Actually, the painting is picturing Saint Nicholas giving gold to poor girls. Those poor girls didn't have money for dowry, so they couldn't find a husband, they couldn't create a family, and their destiny, unfortunately, was to become a nun or to become prostitutes in order to survive. So Saint Nicholas is giving them money in order to create proper Christian family. So Saint Nicholas looks famous for his generosity. Over there, Saint Nicholas is pictured as average man, not old, not long white beard. So this is the Christian tradition. But we have to move to Northern Europe, because in 9th century England, Saxons were used to honor King Winter or King Frost. King Frost was usually pictured dressing fur hat or crown and with long white beard. King Frost was not particularly gentle. This is the English tradition. The English tradition, this is Grandfather Frost, so old man, a long white beard, and is bringing a small pine tree decorated with candles as a lamp. But over there we can see, image of the traditional Christmas tree. The English King Frost was blended with another pagan tradition during 10th century when Vikings came to England. Tradition is with the Viking god Odin. If King Frost was evil guy who was used to kidnapping children, Odin was a good guy. According to the Viking mythology, during Christmas time, I mean during winter time, Odin was used to visit Earth, visit people with his eight-legged horse and carrying some bread, food for poor people. According to this tradition, children were used to place their boots filled with carrots, sugar, something for Odin horse outside their houses on the windows, and in order to thank them, Odin was used to give them candies or some gifts. So if King Frost was an evil guy kidnapping children, Odin was a good guy giving them presents, gifts as Christian Saint Nicholas. We can see how the early pagan influence blended with Christian ones. So Saint Nicholas blended with Odin and Grandfather Frost. We can say that Odin giving present to children can be considered kind of a pagan version of Saint Nicholas, or the inverse. Saint Nicholas, Christian version of Odin. In this image below, we can see how this blend works. So Saint Nicholas, originally average man, here is pictured as old, white, old, strong man with a long white beard, kind of Odin, riding white horse, and he's dressed in, bishop clothes. There is interesting to see how this figure is helped by servant black men. As we can see, the bishop Saint Nicholas giving gifts. Here it is a white horse is helped by this young black man, kind of Santa Claus little helper. During centuries, black man became evil figure, devil, close to King Frost, kidnapping children. So over there we can see the metamorphosis of Santa Claus helper. Here is Santa Claus. The job, mission of this devil, as we can see there, was to kidnapping bad children and giving present gifts to good ones. So over there we can see the good girl with gifts, apples, and the bad boy kidnapped by Santa Claus helper. In England, the earliest known personification of Christmas is not usually described as old man or father, and actually was not giving gifts to children, but was just connected with celebrations, Christmas time celebration, drinking, eating, just a funny, happy old guy. And over there, in carol attributed to Richard Smart, second half of 15th century, Christmas is usually called as Sir Christmas or My Lord Christmas. Here we can see Father Christmas, 1686, dressed as a kind of bishop, old, white-bearded man. Or over there, 1653. We are, of course, in a Protestant world. Old man with a long white beard. And Father Christmas right now is pictured as a strong man with a long white beard, wearing green or red clothes. So this is Father Christmas, giving, kind of blend Odin and Saint Nicholas. So English and British colonies of USA melted, this British and Dutch version of Father Christmas, Odin, and Saint Nicholas. The name Santa Claus was used for the first time in 1773 by the American press, but it became quite popular in Washington Irving History of New York, 1809. Sinterklaas became Santa Claus, finally. And in a poem, Night Before Christmas, 1823, we can see, the name Nicholas, Santa Claus. Usually Saint Nick was a happy, cheery old man, giving presents to people. And few years later, 1881, was invented our idea of Santa Claus in Thomas Nast's famous drawing Merry Old Santa Claus, published on Harper's Weekly magazine. It looks pretty close to Gandalf, by the way. And this idea, this iconography of Santa Claus, late 19th century, became popular all around USA, all around the world, we can say, thanks to the Coca-Cola, because during the 30s of the last century, Coca-Cola commissioned to Sandblom this advertising for beverage. And here finally we can see Santa Claus, our Santa Claus, old man, long white beard, cheery happy person, dressed by red clothes, helped by elves. So the metamorphosis of the devil, or of the original black guy helping Saint Nicholas. Coca-Cola, and 2 years later, Walt Disney symphonies, picturing Santa's workshop. So finally we can see our image we know of Santa Claus looks, in terms of tradition, in terms of culture, extremely complicated blend of pagan Christian ideas that came to us through centuries, through many different countries, to many different cultures. So, ho ho ho! Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you.